Hey guys, what's up? I am making this video because I need your help and I need it desperately. If you've been following me or if you haven't been following me, I will let you know that I have been on the search to find my biological father. Thankfully, I found him, but unfortunately he has passed on. But I did get to meet his family. I got to meet his uncle, I got to meet his brother, and some other family members, which was totally awesome, and I'm so excited that I got to meet them. But while I met them, I also found out that I have a half-brother, which is amazing, but unfortunately they have no idea where he's at. And the way I came to find out that I even had a half-brother is when I met with the family, they brought a photo album. And before I met with them, I was speaking to my great aunt, and she told me that one of her daughters remembers meeting me and my mom. And so I was like, wow, like that's so cool. Like my dad brought my mom and myself over there to meet them. And I was really looking forward to talking to her daughter, but her daughter never made the dinner. But what they did do is bring a photo album to the dinner, and they showed me all these photos of my dad and my uncles and my grandmother and like all these family members, which was so awesome. And they let me take pictures of the pictures, which was really sweet. And then they came across the photo that was supposedly me and my mom. Well, as I'm looking at this photo, I'm like, there's no way that this is my mom and there's no way that this is me. But I could see why they would think that, because the woman did look like my mom and the baby did look like they could be related to me. After looking closer, it actually looked like it could have been one of my children when they were babies, and I was like, I could totally see the resemblance, but this isn't me. So we pulled the photo out of the photo album so I could take a picture of the photo, and on the back we saw that there was all this information written about the people that were in the photo, which the names on the back of the photo was my dad's name, a woman named Jackie, and then it had a name named it said Hassan Al Corbin, and then it had a date. It was in November, I believe it was November 24th, 1977, and it said 5 months old with a phone number and an address. My first initial thought was like, oh my gosh, like clearly this is my brother, which I know it is, and it's not me. So my first thought was November 24th, 1977 must be his birthday, and that's what I just assumed, so I immediately started searching that up. Then realizing probably a few weeks later, after talking to some other people that have been trying to help me, we realized that that date was actually Thanksgiving in 1977. So then we thought, obviously, that's probably why they were visiting family back then on that date, because it was Thanksgiving. So being that he's 5 months old, he must be born 5 months prior to November 1977. So with that said, I've come to realize he was probably born either April, May, or June of 1977. Yes, last night I actually made this poster and posted it all over social media to help me, help me find my brother with the information that I have. His birth name, it says, was Hassan Al Corbin. I don't know why this isn't his date of birth. I have as either April, May, or June of 1977. His dad's name is my dad, which was Lamont Corbin. His mother's name was Jackie. There was no last name listed, and this was the last known address that was listed on the back of the picture. I don't have the phone number on here because obviously the phone number is no longer in service. And so that's all the information that I have about my half-brother. Now, what I have come to think is, because if you look at the back of the picture, which I'll be posting right now, they spelt, whoever wrote this spelt my dad Lamont's name wrong, because my dad's first name is L-A-M-O-N-T and they spelt it L-O-M-O-N-T. Also, the street name that they spelled was wrong because they added an E at the end of the street name and there's no E on it. So just seeing those two mistakes, it makes me wonder, did they spell Hassan Al Corbin's name wrong? Now, it says H-A-S-S-O-N. It could be H-A-S-O-N, H-A-S-A-N, H-A-S-S-A-N. Is his middle name really Ale, A-L-E? It could be Ali, A-L-I. I don't know. These are just the thoughts that I've had. And then I'm wondering, was his case the same case as mine? My parents were not married. My parents both were drug addicts. My mom did get clean when she found out she was pregnant with me, and then she had me. And then when I turned around 3 years old, she started using again. The state stepped in, took me away from her, and told her she had to clean herself up to get me back, which my mom tried to do, but in that process she wound up passing away, and I was placed into foster homes, then eventually adopted out. So my thought is this person Hassan, is his name still Hassan? Did he live with his mother and was he raised by her? Did a family member take over and take care of him? Was he also put in a system because his mom too was on drugs, which I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming that she was, only because my dad was a drug addict and he was a drug addict for many years. And I've also found out that he was a womanizer and he had lots of girlfriends and he was a ladies' man. And so it wouldn't surprise me if he dated a few different women that were on drugs. And the state could have, in fact, have taken their children away and they might have been adopted out. And if that is the case, when you get adopted, most of the time your name is changed completely. Sometimes it's just your last name, sometimes it's your whole name. In my case, my whole name was changed. My original birth name was Michelle Angeline Corbin, and I have none of those names in my current name right now of my legal name. So there's a chance that Hassan Al Corbin or Hassan Ali Corbin is no longer even named Hassan. So I don't know. So I'm hoping that this video will go viral and that these pictures will be shown and the information I have, and somebody out there will either recognize his mother or recognize this picture of the baby, or maybe Hassan himself will even see this and say, hey, that's me as baby, or hey, that's my mom. I don't know, but I'm just praying and praying and praying that somebody will recognize this information, or maybe somebody has other information, or maybe there's some database that someone can help me to figure all this out. I don't know, whether it's through adoption records or just, I don't know. So I just thought, why not make this video, pray that it goes viral, and pray that my brother will be found and that he's alive. Or my only other option is to pray to God that he touches Hassan's heart and gives him the desire to want to do the Ancestry DNA test, and then he will find me. Or it could be the 23andMe test. It doesn't really matter what test that he does. I've done all the DNA tests, and all I can do is pray that it is put on his heart to do this test so I can find him. It'd be an amazing blessing if I could find him, and with your help, you guys, this would be totally awesome. If you can please, please, please share this video as much as you can on all social media and tell your friends to share it. That would be so awesome and I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have any information to even help me, or I don't know, anything that you can possibly do, please, please, please feel free to contact me. I will leave my email information down below, and you guys can contact me with whatever you may find, any ideas you might have to help me to search for my brother or anything. I have found a few Hassan A. Corbins online, but they are 48 years old and older. My brother right now would be 40, or he would have just turned 40 years old because he was born 2 years before me. Right now we're in 2018. So yes, in 2018 he would be 40, and that's where I'm at right now. So I don't know, anything you guys can help me with would be awesome. I'm excited to see where this journey takes me. It did take me 20 plus years to find my dad's side. It did take me a little under 22 years to find my mom's side. So I have hope and faith that I will be able to find my brother at some point. Hopefully I will find him alive, because unfortunately both my mom and dad have passed by the time I have found them. And it would just be a blessing if I could find my brother. And hopefully my dad had other children that I don't even know about, since he was a ladies' man. And I pray that they will all start coming out of the woodworks. Thank you to all my followers that have been following me and supporting me this far. If you're not following me, please subscribe below and continue to follow me on this journey of finding my half-brother and hopefully any other siblings that I might have. And I just thank you guys so much for just being there and supporting me. And I'll talk to you guys later.